Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Solitaire. Today we are hosting another an AMA with PULI Inu. I have Mr. Lightspeed here. I didn't actually get your name.
Yeah, my name's Chris Johnson. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Go ahead
Chris.
and wait, guys, and get on the camera here. Everyone in the community knows who I am. So,
Hi. Well, just for our community, then, would you just mind giving a brief introduction and a little bit of background on yourself and perhaps some of your team members?
sure. For me, my name is Chris Johnson. I'm the CEO for PULI. We are a play-to-earn oriented token. Accompanying me today is Timothy Ocean, and he, along with Misha Love, take care of all the technical aspects of it. We also have a gaming studio that belongs to us, and that comprises the gaming and all our smart contract functions. And then we also have a marketing arm, a very strong marketing arm led by G-Man, Johnny Gibb. A lot of our details are listed on CoinMarketCap if anyone wants to learn a lot more. And as well as our full bios, you can read them up on our webpage. You'll see our photographs. Everyone is doxed. And I'm also KYC'd on a variety of services. I am a retired Air Force officer. I served in the U.S. Air Force for 27 years, then went into a variety of various contract work that then led me to working on space manufacturing and providing infrastructure on the internet that was very crypto related. So that was my introduction to crypto and how it worked from a delivery standpoint on the back end. All these things need routers and relays and ways to move traffic in a secure fashion. So that's how I got interested in it. And I said, well, you know what? If I'm moving all these trons around the world, how about if I buy some of this crypto about a year ago? And from there, I went to support a variety of tokens. And here I am today working with PULI as the CEO. It's just been a wild, crazy adventure for the last 2 months. It's been a lot of fun, and we are right now just kicking off a mega marketing campaign. So this is really right here at the forefront for it. I'm also the CEO for Lightspeed Crypto Services LLC. That is how we do our business-to-business transactions with other big crypto companies. For example, being listed on SafeMoon required me to have a company registered in the United States. In this case, mine is registered in the state of Delaware. So that's a quick introduction of me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. A very impressive background. So well done for that. So just before we talk about what's coming, I know you said that we've got a big marketing push, so I'm excited to talk about that. But you did say that you've been working on this, or this has been launched. You've been working on this for 2 months? So let's just talk a little bit about your journey and sort of where you've been to get where you are now.
Sure thing. I actually started as a regular community member for PULI. For those who are new and have just recently come on board, may not know the origin story for PULI, but my expertise pertains to listings, particularly listings on a variety of data aggregation analytical sites. And specifically, I work very hard on legitimizing projects. And so early on, when I got in at the launch, I saw there was an opportunity to get on a variety of listings, but also to verify the circulation supply, which it's like a financial audit. So everyone focuses on auditing the solidity code and doing KYC, but a lot of people don't look at the tokenomics, the token distributions, and to ensure they are healthy for a token. And that is one of the reasons why our token 2 months later, especially on BSC, has been very healthy, is because we do have very healthy token distributions, and they've been audited now over 12 times. So because of that, I just basically worked my way up the chain, and to the point that the original core group asked me to take over as the CEO. And that was I just can't believe that had happened. It was an amazing experience. It was a lot of trust placed in us. And from there, we were able to move the token on through a variety of additional listings on 2 central sites two centralized exchanges. We were able to go to Utah and list on SafeMoonSwap and wallet. We have since been able, because of all these efforts, get the coveted blue tick mark on BSC scan. And this is incredibly important because it separates us from all the imposters and the fakes. Because early on, there were a lot of other PULI tokens trying to capitalize on the successes of this team. And I work very, very hard to protect all the hard work and the investments of our holders. And because of that blue tick mark, it's allowed me to go to other sites. Like I'll use an example, Watch Your Guru. There was an imposter token that was on there leading people to honeypots and whatnot. All I have to do is send a message saying, we got an imposter token. They take them down right away immediately to protect us. And so that is where we have come in a short amount of time. And now we're starting a big marketing push for our NFTs. Our mobile game was launched within the first 2 weeks. The PC version of it, which was allowed us to do a lot of testing. It is now going to release on iOS and Android. We took the company and all our advertisement capabilities into iOS and Android, and we're about to release the game out of test flight and onto release version here within a week. So very excited about that. So this is not vaporware in any means. This is a game that is released. It will provide play to earn capabilities that are going to be tied into our NFT mint that's going on right now. Our webpage has an NFT page if anyone would like to jump in on that. And they will also will be pretty soon be able to see their NFT art work inside the game. So that is very cool. And then longer range, we have a role-playing game that's in development. And we're looking at around fall timeframe for that to come out. And there will be additional NFTs that will be released for that, and another opportunity to see their NFTs actually come to life. And that's where we are very quickly in 2 minutes, where we are for the last 2 months.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on your success. I mean, personally, for you, that is such an achievement. Well done for that. You must have really stood out of the crowd to work your way up to CEO. That's very, very impressive. So well done. So let's talk about the PULI. Let's talk about the utilities behind it. What makes it so special?
Yes. So the token itself has a 10% buy and sell tax. 1% continues to support our liquidity pools, and the remaining 9% goes into the majority goes into development of our games, and a portion of it goes to the marketing as well. And then an even smaller portion goes to our staff, such as our moderators, our graphic artists, our raid leads. So there's from that 9%, it goes to a wide range of uses. So the token itself for PULI, I would consider that the driver of development. Without the token, we wouldn't be able to have the development. Same thing with the NFTs for the use cases that go hand in hand. So they all tie in together. In addition, another utility that comes from now we're kind of looking at more of an ecosystem, is our staking platform, which is provided by one of our partners, RBX. They have an amazing DEX, by the way, that you can trade on 18 different chains right now easily. But we have probably well over 27% of our circulation supply staked in. That is how diamond-handed our holders are. It's amazing. They've been holding amazing floors every time we move up. So that's been a very popular use case. We released that in our first week, a very custom staking platform with very long sustainable APY yields that we can sustain forever. There is no locking period. You can come in and out of the staking pool at will, as long as you're willing to pay the little bit of gas that comes with Binance Smart Chain. We're targeting usually ideally between 25 to 75%. And yeah, so that's one. Another revenue, and now that we're going to get into revenue, we want our holders to be rewarded for a long time. So when charts going down and charts going up, we always want them to see value in what they're getting. And so we want multiple streams of revenue to be coming in. Merchandising is one. We have a merchandiser that we're onboarding right now to provide a variety of apparel. We are being consulted right now from other tokens who would like games made for them. So I'll use an illustration. If they were to pay us, say, 25 to 30,000 to develop a game, a portion of those proceeds would go to our holders in the terms of a large buyback. That money, those tokens then be put into a staking pool to further sustain staking, or it could be used in terms of burns or for liquidity for an additional centralized exchange. So that's another example. We can also do games on iOS and Android in the conventional fashion. So I'll say, for example, let's say we decided we developed a Premiere game. We sold it for $9.99 USD, that the proceeds of those sales would go straight to our holders in the same fashion as before. So there's a lot of different revenue models we're looking at as we continue to mature as a token and as a community. And frankly, a lot of our ideas come from our community. We have a whale group. It's 325,000 tokens to get into the whale group. And that is where we get a lot, that is where a lot of intellectual discussions happen. A lot of great ideas seem to get born from there. It's like an incubator of ideas that get tossed around. And from there can actually turn into products. SafeMoon is an example of us making a big pivot based on community input, where we decided to take a change on strategic direction to listen to our community and get listed on that. So that's some example of some of the utility and revenue sources that we're going after with our concept.
Amazing. So essentially what we're building here is an ecosystem that will eventually feed itself, correct?
That is pretty much right. It needs to be able to sustain itself without the idea that you need additional holders. That would be a Ponzi, and that is not the kind of token we want to be. We want to be here for a very long time. I would say the large majority of tokens fail on Binance Smart Chain just because of that reason. They need a way to find sustainability, a way for a token to be resilient, and you need revenue sources. So part of that comes into partnerships. So a lot of my approach comes into joint ventures, working with partnerships with other like-minded communities and tokens that have the same idea as mine. For example, I believe in working within a vetted ecosystem or a larger syndicate of communities, if that makes sense. For example, we have partnered with JoinCoin that lists only tokens that have been fully doxed in KYC. So when you go and you look, you're only seeing a list of tokens where they know that the tokens are listed but have been fully vetted and audited, not just from CertiK, for example, but that the community, the leaders are doxed, they know who they are, they know where they live, and that adds a lot of faith and trust with the community. And I found because I've been visible to the community in that way, that I've been able to really work well and get a lot more support than I would normally have been if I was not doxed. So really been enjoying that approach. There have been other communities as well that we are also partnering up with in the same fashion. The SafeMoonSwap is an example. There's only like 10 tokens on the swap right now. Every single one of them must also have a company, like a limited liability company like mine. And so it's very, very difficult to get onto it. For example, on PancakeSwap, anybody, including a scam token, can get on PancakeSwap. Anybody can do it. But to get on some of these other swaps that are very selective is our approach. And that means people select from a smaller selection of tokens, which means more visibility to the token, more buying opportunities, more traffic, more volume.
Amazing. As you said, the token is the driver in order to maintain. So, I mean, you've managed to get past week 4, week 5. Is that right? You're there.
I'm sorry, say again.
How many weeks have you guys been live?
We are probably here. We released in January 15th, so we are now about 10 weeks, I would say.
So you've managed to maintain. You've done the hard bit. You've crossed one of the hardest hurdles. But what is it? What have we got in store now to manage to maintain that volume and increase the volume over time, gradually but slowly?
So that's part of our current marketing push. Is we need to expand out a lot of tokens similar to ours start off within Telegram, and they're kind of stuck within a very small circle of influencers that they know. And that can be the pitfall. So our strategy has always been to use a multi-pronged marketing approach that utilizes all forms of social media and a variety of advertisement medium. For example, we currently have an advertisement campaign on 4chan where our banner ads are on the headers and the footers. We have many influencers on Twitter, for example, that are putting out the NFT giveaway and contest information. So that's another example. We have Facebook ads that are being developed. All the creatives are done, and now we're doing the setting up the campaign. We also have a Twitter account that's warming up right now that we can use for ads. We will be purchasing ads on Reddit. And just now, and just released within the last hour, we have brought on RBXS. RBXS is an army of 50 shillers. And for the next, I would say 5 to 6 weeks, they are going to put out on all medium. This army is going to get out there with a variety of videos and art, you name it, to get the message out as far and wide as they can, and both an automated and a macro and micro shilling approach. So their whole approach is marketing. That's all they do. That's their expertise. The people on their token are all compensated by the revenue that they're generated from the tokens that they support. It's a great model for them. It works well. So we're glad to have just partnered up with them. So it's basically going to quadruple our shilling power. So we're doing both what you normally see, shilling, and augmenting it really hard now to traditional marketing methods that we use in the corporate world, because both G-Man and I are successful businessmen in our own right outside of crypto, and we're bringing in a lot of those approaches in with us as we help run PULI.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm just looking through your website, and we've got a few things that I'd like to talk about. A couple being PULI Pad. If we can run through that, what can we expect from that?
Yeah, this one came out of an idea early on that really caught the idea of both the G-Man and I as we're kind of brainstorming what other kind of things can we stand out and be unique and different. And we're originally looking at, hey, can we get a game on Steam? We realized that Steam itself isn't very crypto friendly. And then that idea was, well, okay, then why not we just be the Steam of crypto, where people can see the various games, they can see the game being displayed and the link to go play the game. So that's going to be the idea behind PULI Pad, is we're going to start working on the development of that platform, so that, let's say there are other play to earn tokens, such as some of the others that have been recently portrayed on your channel. They can reach out to us, say we want to get on the launch platform, so that they can then be found. So if someone says, I want a space game, or I want a shooter, or I want a running type game, or an RPG game, they can go through, sort the games by categories, look at the reviews, go play the game. Maybe that then ends up buying the token as well, so they can further help support the development of future games for that token and make a little money as well along the process. So that's the idea behind PULI Pad. And it's one that we're excited about, because we haven't seen much of that genre come into life yet successfully. And we want to get in on that as soon as we can.
Amazing. And the other thing I wanted to speak about is the referral program. I'm sorry that I haven't got much information on this. It's just that your website doesn't actually seem to be working for me. So I can't get too much information from that. So the referral program, run me through that.
Yeah, so this is basically the idea that once it goes live, let's say somebody talks a friend into buying PULI, that there'll be a referral link, and they can then put that code in and be provided with a reward. So once the system confirms that this wallet has purchased PULI, that the person who has brought in somebody into the token gets a small token of appreciation to that then they can stake or sell or do whatever they want. So it's another way to help incentivize the community to go out there and spread the good word of PULI, keep them engaged, reward them. And basically that affiliate concept is very successful in the business world, and we want to use it as well for PULI token to get the word out, reward people for bringing in additional holders.
Amazing. So I'm seeing rewards coming in from every direction. So that's what holders like to see. So let's talk about your NFTs. What's the benefit of holding them? Are they integrated within the game?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, the game, there are a couple ways the NFTs are going to be interacted in our game. First, there are 3 prize tiers, for example. The first one is the free tier, so you can have the ad experience where, as you know, some games, for example, you pay the 99 cents, you get the ad-free experience. So our free experience has the ads. You can click on the ads, go watch the ads, and continue to play the game. Or if you hold the NFTs and a certain number of tokens, you can get additional enhancements to the play to earn experience. So if you earn both the NFT and an additional amount of PULI tokens, you can get a multiplier to your rewards to the game until you, there will be a max, but then there's also a multiplier effect to it. So it's a gateway to allowing to get into the play to earn aspect of it as well. Plus, we want the NFTs to be fun and enjoyable, because one of the values of PULI is we want crypto to be safe and fun. So you want to see your NFTs come to life. So this is going to be in a future version of it. We're about to release the first version here in a week. Once we get the 3D artist onboarded, we're going to put 3D models of the actual NFT art, and we're going to bring them to life inside the game, so people can actually see their NFTs and watch them actually operate within the game.
Amazing. So
I got one more. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. I got one more.
Okay.
We also want to look at either staking the NFTs, so you can earn additional PULI. And another one I'm been toying with is to be a APY augmenter to the current staking pool. For example, if you owned 5 NFTs, that you would get 5% per NFT as a boost to the current staking pool. So I'm not too sure what approach we're going to use yet, but we want it to be kind of unique and fun.
Amazing. Cool. So that brings us on to the game. So what can I expect? I haven't yet played the game. So first and foremost, could I play the game if I wasn't holding any of your tokens? You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I blocked myself out from clicking the button because I was going to click a preview. I do have a couple of videos I can show you if you want to see some gameplay footage. I'd be happy to share that.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my question.
Yeah, I'll be happy to show that video here shortly. And I almost lost my train of thought. Yes, you can play without buying it. Any tokens. It'll be a free experience. You won't have the play to earn part of it, but you can use it to practice and get good at it before you decide you actually want to invest further into it. So that's really the idea of having that free experience, because we know people don't want to buy something and then have buyer's regret. So we want people to have an opportunity to play it for free. If they like it and go, yeah, I could see myself grinding this game out for 30 minutes to try to win the prize. And we have some people who have been beta testing it already, trying to show off their scores and see who can beat the other person. And that's fun, because we want to see that engagement get into the channels and see some smack talk and say, hey, who thinks they can best my score? Who thinks they can do better on this particular scene, for example, if it's the underwater scene or the snow scene or the lava scene that people are competing against each other, because we want to see some of that going on. But let me see if I can get that video screen share going here. 1 second. Just got to do a little bit of moving around. And let me find the videos. Here we go. So I'm going to put up this one right here. Hopefully you can hear the audio. All right. So all our videos have been built just from inside our team with our a team of volunteers and staff members. It's just been wonderful to have their support. Our YouTube channel, by the way, I want to give it a plug. It is led by a bona fide YouTube pro. He is hilarious, got an amazing voice. I could listen to it all day long. And I also have a video I'd love to show the community, if I may, to showcase the role-playing game that we're going to have coming out later in the fall. This has been another pride and joy that we're working on. So again, this isn't vaporware. This is stuff that's actually coming and going to be released. So I'm going to go do that one real quick.
Please do.
Okay, so a couple of day views, and then on our YouTube channel, there's lots of all our AMAs have been recorded. We also provide tutorials on how to buy our token on various platforms, because we have an education section that we want all our community members to ensure, like I said, as part of our being safe aspect of our token, we want people to know how to properly trade. Some people may be brand new to Binance Smart Chain because they're used to doing things on Ethereum. And by the way, the SafeMoonSwap, once it comes live again, will bridge Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. So you'll be able to, for those who are on Ethereum, can buy direct to PULI via Ethereum on over to the Binance Smart Chain directly. So it's going to be a cross-chain swap. That's going to be exciting. But yeah, check out the YouTube. It's awesome.
Amazing. Thank you so much for showing us those videos. So my next question for you, I don't know if it might be a bit difficult for you, considering that you wasn't the brains behind the whole operation from beginning with, but I can see that you've got everything more than under control. I can see why you were promoted all the way up to the top so fast, for sure. But how do you manage? How are you going to manage to sustain this? And keep the community engagement, keep it, new.
Yeah, absolutely. Sustainment is going to be key. We got to be constantly iterating on our products. We constantly got to be staying on the forefront of what's new in the Binance Smart Chain. Unfortunately, there's a lot of attention deficit disorder and Binance chart smoke train, for lack of better words. But you got to stay exciting, got to stay fun. You got to keep putting out new product, new releases. So we do have a roadmap of where we want to be in the future in terms of additional product releases. They can be additional maps for the runner. It can be additional levels for the RPG game, because we do want it to be immersive. We do want it to have a reasonable amount of play time. We can continue to grow the development team to increase our output and capacity as well, and to find other ways to expand our product selection. So right now, I'm just really eager to really see what other tokens and projects out there could use our development team to support them. So that additional revenue, just in and of itself, maybe a community member comes and says, hey, I'd like to set up a call with you and this other team to see about PULI providing support. So there's lots of ways that we can sustain this, and it's going to be going through primarily our joint ventures and partnerships and even mergers. There may be tokens out there where the token has failed, but their product is absolutely amazing. And maybe we find ways to actually merge them into our team, similar with PULI DEGENS. That is a success story where we are bringing in a community that's been passionate about their project. And how can we do that and also take care of their holders and find a win-win solution? Not perfect, but with the heart in the right place and everything, you can bring in and really continue to expand and grow the community. So there's trying to think out of the box and think creatively.
Perfect. So I guess then what I really want to know is what's the end goal? What's the aim for you? I know we can always extend roadmaps to stay sort of current and stay on trend, but what is the main aim? Where do you see yourself in the space eventually?
Oh wow! I would say I would see ourselves as one of the premier play to earn tokens out there that's used a very unique marketing and business approach to being successful. I like to be known that we are credible, that we fulfill our promises, that we're a team that has worked to be transparent, that we are the team that is trusted in this space and that fulfills its obligations to its community and its holders. And to do that, we are always openly transparent with the good, the bad, and the ugly. No matter what that information is, we present it to our community straightforward. And with that, we have found that it has reduced the amount of FUD and the amount of tax on us just because of that. So, for example, if there's a mistake or there's an issue with the game, we own up to it. We're accountable. Yeah, that thing's not working the way it needs to be. We're going to get that fixed, and we own up to it. So from a terms of reputation aspect, that's what I really look at it. From a market cap, I see ourselves in a year. My current listing roadmap, we do have on board a consultant. They won a trophy at Dubai, by the way, for being one of the best marketers, but they also help us with our market making strategy, and they've already helped me negotiate 2 centralized exchange listings that we're going to do after the NFT mint. They are Bitrue and Bitmart. It's already negotiated. It's now just a matter of when. And we're going to do that after the NFT, because we don't want to just get on a centralized exchange. That in and of itself is not bullish. What is bullish about it is that we have a released product that a community in these various centralized exchanges are going to be willing to adopt. So we want to be able to come forward with something that we can market and really push each centralized exchange. My current roadmap has 9 centralized exchanges that we want to get through by December.
Wow.
So yeah, that's all the way up to Gate.io, Kraken, some of the big ones. But we also want to capture some of the medium-sized and even a couple small ones to make sure we have a diversified portfolio. But that is our long-range plan, is to continue to, at a reasonable pace, not everything at once, but at a reasonable pace, grow and scale at an appropriate rate. Because what you don't want to do is scale too fast and you've gotten too big for your britches, and now you're a victim of your own success, and you end up failing on your flat on your face. And that is not going to be our approach. So we're going to take things in a very strategic fashion We're going to map it out, and we're going to take each one in a very calculated way, and then we're going to market the living daylights out of that, and take each one as its own significant event, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. It does. Okay, amazing. So I just want to talk about community engagement. Again, volume is super important within your entire ecosystem, I guess. And community engagement is always key. It always comes down to engagement. So what can our community expect from your community?
Well, yes, our community is very positive. They're kind. They can get a little back and forth on each other from time to time, like any community. But the FUD has left the channel about a month ago. When early on, when there is extreme volatility on a token, those are rough times. It's really hard to get through the first 2 months. But now we're settling in, and we're enjoying the benefits of that now, and I'm loving it. The community is really supportive, and they really work hard to advance the token themselves. We have a raid group. In that shilling group that we have, there's at least 160, maybe up to 190 people now in there that are out there actively putting out the words, retweeting, replying on each other's stuff, and frankly having a good time about it, and that's important. So the community is engaged, they're supportive, they're understanding, and that really is what fuels me. I'm extremely thankful of our community. I love them to death. That's why I do this every day, working around the clock. It's because of the community. And frankly, I'm one of those who believe that any token, the central heart of it is the community, and you're never going to be able to succeed without them. So our community is very strong. You're going to find them pretty united, but also really warm and receptive. So I encourage everybody to come and check us out. Give us a good look over. Do your own research. That's the mantra, right? Do your own research. Look at how solid of a foundation we have with all the listings that we've done. Because I don't want to just trend on CoinGecko. I don't want to trend on CMC. If you look at my list of accomplishments in our main channel, I want to trend everywhere. That's been my approach. So you're going to see us on numerous sites trending. When we hit trending, we're not just trending on CMC. You will more likely find that we're trending on every site as a result, because we just listed ourselves everywhere with verified circulation supplies, which gives us a high ranking and a listing ahead of equivalent token who hasn't taken those steps.
Amazing. Perfect. So last thing I would like to ask you about is just the NFT minting prices, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are they?
So you want to know a little bit about the timing?
The prices. So how much would it cost?
Oh, the pricing. Let me pull up the pricing real quick, because I don't want to misquote that. So I'm going to go to my announcement channel really quick.
And also,
yeah, D-Man, just
variation as well. I'm assuming you guys have a variety of NFT available.
That is right. That is right. We have
that would be great.
Yeah, we have both rare versions of it. We also have, our standard NFTs. They all have a variety of attributes, though. Some are going to be more rare than others. And so I'll upload a quick video here in the channel once I get the pricing and the timeline. Right now we have 14 days remaining on our sweepstakes, so people can go in there. A sweep widget, and they can apply for additional chances to win on the whitelist. So that is one thing that you can do. And 1 second, and I'll get the pricing for it, because I don't want to misquote it. So here we go. So the private NFT mint 0.05, and then 0.06 for the public NFT mint. And then if there's anything left, when we go full public mint is 0.07. And I'm going to forward to you. Someone just said, I'm going to forward you the one of our rare NFTs. So 1 second, please. I'll jump in there. So, but yeah, 0.05, 0.06, and 0.07 for the pricing. And let me find my channel. Or if someone could please drop it in there, since I've moved out of my channel, I can't seem to get back to it at the moment. But someone could drop in there a video of the NFT, please. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. I found it. Let me upload that video for you. So I'm gonna, in the channel, I just uploaded a video of a rare NFT. I hope the community can see that. So the rares have a variety of animations that go along to, like you can see the t-shirt that PULI is wearing, our mascot. So we have both the logo and the mascot. PULI has taken on a life of his own. And so there you can see an example of the, the background's animated. And so people are going to be looking for specific articles, like, similar to other NFTs that make them unique. But the rares will have a lot of animations and color changes and whatnot. And this is one example.
Very cool. Very cool. So lastly, I just want to know, as a holder, I like to know what the guy that's in charge is most excited about. Is normally the best thing to be excited about. So what are you most excited about in the upcoming future for PULI?
Oh boy, that list is pretty long. I'm actually excited about all the marketing that we're about to kick off, because it's kind of like, I know the secret, but the secret isn't out yet, but everyone's going to see it. I'm just really, really excited about what we've been cooking up behind the scenes now. G-Man, my partner, has been, oh gosh, the amount of hours he's been putting in for us as a team. He's just exhausted, but he's doing it because he loves this. He's been working tirelessly for it. The amount of marketing that we're going to be putting on here for this token is going to be insane. I can't wait to see it really start to take traction here as we get going. We're really early into this. That's why we did the timing of this as AMA for that. I'm really excited about seeing our game make its mobile debut. This game is paving the way for all other mobile game releases that we're going to do. The process of actually getting the company approved to be able to do mobile games, it was a little bit easier on Android, but to do it on iOS, there was quite a few steps I had to get through. So I'm just excited the fact that we're about to put our very first game, and our community has had an opportunity to contribute to it, that their participation in the token itself has allowed us to develop it, and that we actually we're able to get to this point of actually releasing it as a version 1.0. So I'm really excited to see that. I can't wait. That to me, from someone 2 months ago, I would have told you I never would have dreamed of being able to do that. It was literally less than a month ago, I think, when my company actually got approved to be able to develop games on Android and iOS. So in just that short amount of time, we're actually putting a game out and releasing it. And so that pace gives me a lot of faith in my team. They've earned a lot of trust from me because they delivered under immense pressure, and we came out the other end. So I would say we've minted the team as well, to be able to take on that challenge and deliver is what I'm really most excited about.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for answering all of my questions. I'd like to put to the community now, if anyone has any questions, please
Sure.
raise your hand and I'd love to unmute you. In the meantime, if there is anything that I've missed that you wanted to touch on, please do so.
Nope. I did see that G-Man was able to join in. He may be in the car driving. I'm not too sure where he's at the moment, but if he wants to talk a little bit about what he has planned for marketing, he can raise his hand. But if he's not able to, can only listen, that's okay. But that's really the big thing I wanted to emphasize here in my closing remarks was the marketing that we're doing is going to provide an opportunity for the community to be engaged in it. We have a meme contest going on right now, so if people are good with memes and making funny art and earn a prize, we got that going as well. There will be another big buy and random buyer contest coming up. I'm not going to say when, but there will be a buyback that's occurring. So, like anything, we tend to work in a fashion that has become tradition here at PULI. That we'll work in ways that wreck paper hands. So, if we have something like an event like that planned, we'll actually, and we see that the chart is sliding, we'll wait for that to stabilize, and then we'll do it. And that kind of brings a lot of satisfaction to us and the rest of the community, as well as we spike the chart back up. So we got some of that in the short-term plan as well. But if anyone's got any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Well, we don't have any hands up, so I think we've covered pretty much everything. It's been a very informative AMA. I've enjoyed it very much. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I just want to applaud you for your success so far. You're obviously completely transparent, and you've got the trust of your community, and that it reflects in your chart. So congratulations for your success so far. And I wish you all the best in the future. But please, if there's anything you want to put into the room, and not just after the AMA, but please stick around, throw any information into the room for anyone that's missed this AMA. I'm sure the rest of the community would love to see everything that you guys are doing.
Yeah, I'll drop in some more of the videos and some of the other concept stuff we have going, and into the channel, so that people will have that to reference. And again, I just want to say thank you, Hope, for giving me the opportunity to present the token and for asking the tough questions. But none of this is possible without our team, G-Man, Timothy, Misha, and I can just go on and on and on. We got a lot of people on our staff that if one of them were absent, I don't think we'd be where we are today. It's been a team effort along many fronts, and we have an amazing community. And frankly, if it wasn't for the community, I don't know how I would have been able to get through it. In those opening months, as you know, it's extremely stressful. But with the community behind us, we're able to get through it. And now we're seeing that big light at the tunnel as we continue to grow. And no, I'm very excited. And again, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Amazing. Thank you. It's been lovely speaking to you. And I'm sure we'll speak again soon. But take care. And it was nice speaking to you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.